Hang with the Pro, September 26th. Holy smokes, loving fall. Stop video. Okay, golfers, how we feeling after that leg workout? Were yours shaking like mine were? Can you guys hear me? Wait. Can you guys hear me, Etsy?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, we got Hang with the Pro happening. Does anybody want to start off with any questions that they might be encountering in their own golf situation while we grab a coffee and hang out? Anything at all? Rules, drama, happiness, great shots, bad shots, embarrassing moments, want to quit. Anything? Melissa, have you gotten out with your dad lately?
No, I fractured my hand on my right hand here, right there. So it's just really sore still.
What happened?
Just accidentally slammed it into like I was pulling something like this, and it let go, and I slammed this part into the edge of the counter, my countertop.
Ow.
Anyway, but it's still quite sore. But I think I'm going to try and go out later this week with him if the weather's nice. He asked me to go on Monday, but I just couldn't, so.
Even if you just go like for a caddy situation.
Yeah. He said, well, you don't really need that hand, Melissa, because you know that's your bottom hand.
That's a typical golfer right there.
Yeah, but I'm going to give it a go this week.
Okay, take it easy, Missy. Don't want to get worse off.
I played yesterday without my positive affirmations just to see, and I'm telling you, those make a difference.
Why would you ever go back to not practicing your positive affirmations, Missy?
Because it was just like a fun with a friend who I haven't seen in a long time, and we were just visiting a lot of the time. And a couple shots, I was like, okay, focus back. But it truly makes a difference.
You know, just seeing your transformation with it, I'm more and more convinced that if you say things like, I can do this, I'm a good golfer, let me try. Let me see what this shot might look like in my mind, versus, I suck, I'm gonna miss this one for sure, it's going in the water, I'm never gonna be any good. Like, it's just useless conversation with self. So to watch you go through that transformation was probably one of my favorite things of the golf season, honest to God.
Well, and it takes all the other noise out of your head, like, left arm straight, come back, don't do this,
Yes.
It takes that all out.
Good point. When it's time to make and execute your shot, it is time to talk to the pin. Seriously. I shut out people. Somebody asked in a forum yesterday, when you're playing with friends and having a great time, how do you stay focused? And I thought of my answer before I went to bed. My answer is deep breaths. I start taking them as I pull my club. Are you really here, Care? That's what I'm asking myself. Are you really going to be focused as you walk towards the tee? And when I'm on the tee, if they're chattering, I don't care. I'm in the zone. I'm going, hey, white flag, on the back corner of the green. Or, hey, yardage marker in the middle of the hole. I'm literally talking to it. I'm going, hey, you, I see you. Sometimes I do it out loud with my good friends and they all giggle because I want to stay in the zone. And I'm also teaching them how I do it. So sometimes they're talking so loud and giggling so hard and having whatever kind of shots back there. And I'm like, block them out, Care. Block them out. Middle of the fairway, corner of the house, the window on that garage, aim at it, talk to it. And some days they're talking so loud that I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm just talking out loud. Hit the corner of that house, Care. And then I watch it go so close to the thing that I'm aimed at. I'm always so impressed how well that works. It's like a magnet to the thing. And the thing out there is usually about this big. It's incredible how often. And I'm standing there going, wow, this doesn't get old. It's actually going at that twig that I'm aiming at. Holy smokes, this works. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, they're all chatting and they didn't even notice my great shot. It's okay. Okay, if nobody has any questions, I'm going to start with kind of what I had planned, and then you can bring in other questions. These sticks are your new best friend. Other than bicep number 1 and bicep number 2, best friend number 1 and 2. Okay, these are best friend number 3 on the golf course. If you have trouble aiming, woman and very special men, take this. Don't make any drama about it. You say to the ladies, I'm working on my alignment today. Own it. So if you're making your shot, you drop it where you're aimed at. If I'm aimed at the telephone pole, you just drop it. Don't make any drama. And then you go make your shot right here. You will start to see the line without dropping it eventually. You got to drop it so much that one day you actually don't drop it and you come over here and you see it. It goes whoop, right out of Sesame Street. The line gets drawn right there for you and you're like, I have leveled up. I can see it and I feel like I am lined up for sure. So I've been through it all. Like I said, I played golf for like 10 years and all of a sudden I couldn't line myself up. I felt like I was literally standing on my head. That's how I described it. I would get over here and feel so insecure and I would take so many shots anyway. I was like, well, whatever, just hit it. Doesn't matter if you're not lined up. And then one day I'm like, stop doing that. You're just getting worse by the minute. You're losing your confidence, your alignment is terrible. You take a shot and you really don't care, or you're trying to think that you're lined up but you're not sure. There's nothing worse than taking a shot even though you're not lined up. So I was like, okay, never again. When I take a foot down on my stance, it's like I'm never going back. So I was like, I'm gonna do this for an entire summer. I did it, I put it down there. I told everybody I was playing with, this is what I'm doing, I have to figure this out. I would come back here, I would line it up, I'd drop the stick, I'd hit the shot, and I'd know I am lined up to that thing. If I miss now, I can start to figure out why in my golf swing. But I'm not wondering if I'm lined up anymore as I stand here. The confidence that comes with knowing that you are lined up is incredible. And the confidence of being able to line up by yourself without asking your honey. When I see a woman asking her husband how to line up, I'm like, we are having a meeting strictly right after this game, and I'm gonna take her into my office over by the tree. I'm gonna say, listen, I don't want you ever to ask anybody about your alignment again. Do what I did. Drop the club. Put it down here. Get yourself figured out so you don't have to ask. Just asking somebody else, which I also did. My beautiful caddy, Jimmy. I fell in love with him. I was a golf pro at Mississauga. He was 65. I was 23. The best of friends. He had a wife and everything, but I loved him and I trusted him. So I went to my playability test and I needed to pass this test. So my plan that day was to ask Jimmy, my love, to help me line up. So I would get over here and your caddy can stand here until you say, okay, I'm lined up, and then he can move, but he can't stand there as you're making the shot. That's like cheating. So he would stand here and he'd go, yup. And then I'd be like, then he gave me the confidence, which I will never take from everybody else again. Thank you, Jimmy, for that moment in time when I was 23 and I needed you. And I took the swings knowing that was a phase and I needed him then. But soon after that, I realized that confidence in alignment has to come from within me. And if a woman says, I don't get lining up, I can't figure it out, I'm like, let's go over here. It's not that hard. And step number 2, I played golf with one of my good friends over and over again. She finally says, Kara, I can't line up. I'm like, Nat, come here. This is how easy it could be. 1, stick, and 2, no stick. Say I'm lined up at this pumpkin, okay, which is in line with my telephone pole. So say you're chipping, you're by the green or a long shot or whatever. You take a swing, and say I'm wrong. I start off wrong. I take a swing, I go club face to the target. No, that's not aimed at my target. Okay, turn your body. Club face at the target. There. So you move your unit according to the club face, pumpkin, target. But if you're off, test it. Off to the right, move the unit. Still off to the right, move the unit. Still off to the right, move the unit. Take a practice swing. The answer is in the club face going down the line to your target. This doesn't have to be that difficult. And we can totally do this with no one's help. Okay, that's it. Alignment 101 today. Any questions at all about alignment? Any tips that you got? Janet, who's a 10 handicap? Anybody want to bring anything in? And where are you from if you're on Instagram chiming in? Shauna, good morning. Beautiful. Janet, you look sad. What's going on?
I'm still just trying to feel my legs. No, I'm good.
Okay. You're trying to get your legs to be unnumb?
They're still shaking. Truthfully, they are still shaking a bit. Just a bit. No, I don't, alignment is tough. And I don't use the stick anymore, but I still do like your pumpkin in front of you. I pick my spot and I practice that club going over that spot. So it's tough. But the other thing I'll say is so many people stand up there and they're like, I'm lined up wrong, and then they hit. Like, just reset, ladies. Just reset.
Yeah. Don't hit anymore if you don't know.
Right.
Okay, so what she was saying is when she gets lined up, she picks a flower or a leaf, or I've got my coffee cup there so you can see it. So when you're on a tee deck, this is a moment here, you go, okay, how do I line up to my pole? Well, there's a flower or a coffee mug lying there on the tee deck. So I will pick that flower and I'll put my tee in just like this, very carefully, that's in line with my flower and the thing I'm trying to hit. So when I get up here, I'm like, okay, flower, check. Flower, good. Balance.
Yeah.
And in honor of working our legs till they shook today, I want you to think about using those legs. And I often say when I'm holding my finish, squeeze that booty like we just did the whole session. Stand here and double squeeze it right there so you're like right in the moment of making sure you're in balance and that you used your legs through the shot. Squeeze it. Okay, I'm so grateful for all of you golf geeks in my life. So fun. I'm having so much fun. I hope you guys are too. Enjoy fall golf to the max. And those of you that are going to Sanibel Island, well, you won't see the colors of fall. Or anywhere warm. All you retirees going to Florida, we'll be here enjoying the colors of fall for you. Have a great day.
Are you full starting? I know your classes start next week. Are you full? Or are you still taking women.
I just got one woman yesterday signed up. I was like, yo! So there's lots of room still. 8 o'clock, 11 o'clock for level 1 though. And level 3 will start in the new year. Level 2 will be November 1st, level 1 and 2. And then level 3, which you haven't done yet, is starting in January.
Okay, I may try to go do a quick little live while I'm out on the golf course today, just to
Okay.
remind people that they can sign up still.
Okay, CarrieMarGolf.com. Thank you so much.
Yep, have a great day. I'm gonna go cook myself a piece of salmon before I go play golf.
Not sardines?
No, I had sardines yesterday, so it'll be salmon today.
Anybody else got any stories or anything else?
Hey, Carrie?
Yep.
Are the classes described in Mighty? Because I haven't looked yet, so I don't know.
Okay, so there probably could be a better description. However, we're doing 2 classes of putting, 2 classes of chipping, 2 classes of pitching, full swing, 2 classes, driver, 1 class. It's kind of the same format, but I'm taking level 1 up a notch. I'm taking level 2 up a notch as I do them. Does that answer the question?
Kinda. So when you say like 2 times a day, is that
No.
the same class 2 times a day?
Okay, so October 4th begins the fall golf session. There are 2 times you can choose from, either 8 a.m., then you're in all the 8 a.m. classes, or there's a West Coast time at 11 a.m. because people are like, hey, what about me? And so there are 20 minutes. There's 15 sessions of 20 minutes with me giving you putting and then a drill to go practice. You can do it in the comfort of your home or run to the range since it's still nice out. Oh yeah, and then Dr. Nikenke is coming in again because she loves us. She's a transmental doctor, going to talk about the mental game of golf. Thank you, God. And then Sherry, our life coach, is coming in to talk about the intentional golf hour. So there's 17 sessions. The first level 1s, 8 a.m. or 11 a.m. start October 4th. Then November 1st, there's an 8 a.m., a 10 a.m., and 11 a.m., which there's a level 2 at 10 a.m. And then January 10th, we do it all again. So I'm going to keep you guys all entertained, moving and shaking all winter long until it's finally spring again. That's the plan. We can make it. Any other questions, Deb?
Where in the spectrum would I be? Would I be level 1? Would I be level 2?
So you
No,
did
not
level
level
1
3.
so far?
Hmm?
Did you do level 1 so far?
Well, I did the 1 course earlier this year.
Okay. So I tell everybody, if you've never done it before and you're a handicap 10 and up, do the level 1, everybody. And then once you've done level 1, some people have done it again, the same class, because different moments, different sponge, different things. So some people do it again. And then some people are like, well, I'm ready and I've retained what's in level 1, so I'm going to do level 2. And some people do level 2 a few times because there's a lot of info coming at you. So, and then there's level 3, and I haven't made a level 4 yet.
So we could do level 1 in October,
Yep.
level 2 in November,
Yep,
and then level 3 in January.
yep.
Okay, cool.
And so what it is, I talk about the basics of putting, level it up, give you things to work on, and then I give you 1 drill to do. On Wednesday it starts. The drill you have Thursday to do, and then we do Friday a class again. And I try not to overload it, but it's more to get us all moving and practicing and have drills and things to think of as we progress through all the shots. We're so lucky that it's fall. Okay, gang. See
Thank
you
you.
to the core of it tomorrow, golfers. We'll see you then.
Have a great day.
Thank you.